people die, they just go away. If there's any place a soul would go, it's in your memories. People you remember are with you forever.
You'll never get out!
Oh, hi, Solomon. Hi. Sorry, I was just checking my work schedule before we get going. How are you today? Did you see that I made a games list? And I posted it in Discord. Feel free to contribute ideas or specific titles that you think I'll like, and I'll see about adding them to the list. But I pretty much listed all the games I own that we haven't played on stream. I even went as far as to include some games I've already played, but would be okay replaying just for the sake of saving the playthrough on my Twitch. In really extenuated circumstances, maybe I would even be willing to do Final Fantasy X again. But I swore to myself in like 2014 I was never going to play that game again because I did everything. But I wasn't a streamer back then, so I guess you should never say never. Waka only run? That sounds fun. Not really. Even though he has the best overdrive, that overdrive is still a pain in the butt. So, Disc 2, Lost Odyssey. Only the 3rd episode, and we're already on Disc 2. We saved in an area that kicks our butt. Do I have the barricade up? Yes, I do. Thank you for checking, though. Yes, I do, Solomon. Look at this. Alright, so there... the Xbox, and then there's a stick in front of it so that the bull can't get there.
Is this your doom? Is this your doom?
Dogs are weird. Like, they respect the weirdest things as barriers. Like, I remember my bulldog I had growing up. At one point, we made a circle of cards on the floor around him, and he wouldn't move. Tell Kevin's butt you said hi. Kevin! Solomon says hi. Because I guess maybe only your butt appeared on stream. You know Solomon's not lewd like that. You don't trust him. Okay. So I have no idea where we're supposed to go right now. I actually have no idea. Let's go to the ship interior and ask around. Yeah, Mac. We've actually hit the part in the RPG where we have to make cuts in the party. Not really cuts, but we have to make, like, active choices for, like, who we're gonna use at any given time.
Are you feeling okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Okay then, where do we start?
Which one?
Have your memories come back?
Nope.
Her?
It comes in fragments, same as you.
Oh.
Bits and pieces.
Nah.
Please tell me what you meant.
That's the
by
queen of
saying we
Numara.
were
She's an immortal.
comrades.
Do you have dreams?
So is he.
Yes, I do. Well, what about them?
Have you ever wondered if those dreams might be fragments of your past? That there might be something turning round and round in your heart, different from the way you are now? Have you ever had a rush of feelings?
Seth is
Wow,
also
you're,
an
like,
immortal.
saying more than one word since you've been getting your memory back. Well, you're still as fun to be with, though.
Well, have
That's
you
her,
experienced
Seth.
anything like what Kaim is talking about? I'm not sure.
Wow.
You know that you're called the 1,000-year-old queen, right? And your body is supposed to be immortal? Yes, but I don't know why I'm called that. Or why my body doesn't age. I don't understand anything.
That must be why Kokonis looks down on you. You've lost your purpose.
It's just that... How should I put it? I often feel as though there's something terribly important that I'm forgetting. And it pains me. As though it may not be in my memories after all. But my heart remembers the pain. There have been many times recently when this has happened. My body wouldn't move, like it was exhausted. And then I would collapse. When I felt this vague sense of unease coming on, I would often play the harp, and that would calm my mind.
So that's what you were doing when we met.
Yes. Kokonis frequently advised me to lift the country from its isolation. At those times, he recommended nothing more than expanding our information about the outside world. But it seems that his true objective was something else.
No, this is what they call fate. See, meeting me was predestined. That means Kokonis just played a role. He was a pawn to make it happen.
All right, that's enough fighting.
Ow, hey!
All right.
Ming, I felt the
What's
same
up, Diamond
as
Form?
you until recently. My memories were locked up.
Your memories were locked up?
You, me, Seth, and Sarah. And one more whose name that you as queen should know. The Urin sorcerer, Gangora.
Yes, I'm aware that there is a sorcerer called Gangora, but
The five of us were once comrades. We had a 1,000-year agreement. We came to this world to accomplish something important. For that reason, we were made immortal. We don't age. When the end of the 1,000-year agreement drew near, Gangora betrayed us. Though we couldn't die, he inflicted pain on us that was worse than death.
pain? What kind of...
He deprived me of someone more important to me than myself. He cruelly stole her from me, and inflicted a deep wound on my heart that can never be healed.
I also had something important stolen from me. Gangora used magic energy to block my memories and
We know
seal them
nothing
within.
about Seth.
After he wiped out our entire lives, we became like living corpses. Then I too have had something very important stolen, and my memories locked away.
Yes.
What could possibly be so? Don't push yourself. Take all the time you need to remember. Oh yeah, I have something to return to you. Return? To me? This really saved me.
Hey, Kev. Hey, Kevin.
I met you before,
Kevin!
didn't I? Yeah, 200 years ago. I borrowed this from you back then.
Kevin, do you mind shutting the window?
The what?
Do you mind shutting the window?
I must meet with
I don't want to miss what
Gangora.
they're saying.
That's what we plan to do.
He's up to something that involves Grand Staff. We have to stop him.
Thank you.
That has become our mission.
Guess that means our destination is Ura, right?
Hold on. If we go to Ura, we'll have to cross the ocean. In a boat like this, there's no way we'd make it. Even with your engine, Seth?
It's an old clunker.
Oh, it's got power to burn, but the ship itself wouldn't be able to handle the strain. It would fall apart. Aww. Why don't we head for Gotza? They've made the most progress with magic technology. I am the Queen of Numata. I shall request aid from the King of Gotza in the name of our countries and for the world's future.
Anyways, hi Diamond Form. Sorry, that was like a big movie cinematic. I felt like we were watching a movie. Yes, I love the Queen, too. She might be my favorite character so far. And yeah, no, I think I bought this shirt at Target, actually. But it's still a really nice shirt, despite being from Target. I see. Oh, shit! Well, she can't die, she's immortal. The only way to undo the LPT curse. Oh, I can't land here? But I want to... Oh, I see. Those are those heavy currents they were talking about that I can't pass, probably for story reasons. They don't want you to explore it too far.
We're not gonna make it! Turn back! The waves are gonna smash us to pieces!
Anyway, yeah, Solomon, I totally put the Mario plus Rabbids game on the list because I have it. And I actually heard that it's good. Like, deadass. I heard that the game is good. Yeah, I think, was it Diamond Form that suggested that I do that? Post it in the Discord so that you guys can see what's on it. I feel like there's a lot that I'm forgetting that, like, we've talked about in chat before. So feel free to post some suggestions. It was a little hard for me, too, because I was like, well, do I put games that I played off-stream back on the list so that I can, like, save the playthrough? And I think the answer is yes. I want to be able to say, like, oh, when somebody's like, have you played, I don't know, Final Fantasy IX? I'll be like, yeah, but I played it before I started streaming. I want it to be like, no, I played it, and there's a collection for it, and you can go see it if you want. That's like the end game goal. Just have a playthrough of everything.
Land at last! Dry land, no more worrying about sinking on that stupid ship. Ow! Hey, what the hell was that for?
The slant nose will never sink. Not with the captain's engine on board.
You think you're so cool now that you're a pirate? Well, I'm gonna teach you a thing or two about the pirate code.
And what code would that be?
What code? Well, that would be secret pirate code that we would do if we had the time.
Touch my head.
Hey, Grandpa! Wow, you have Cook is such a and what a kick! Boy, she's strong. That Cook. Ha ha.
I have no idea what you just said.
Well, what I'm saying is that Cook is as cute as a button. She's just, oh, you must be proud.
You lying creep. Cook, It hurts when you get kicked, you know? But he insulted the captain. Isn't that right, Captain? Captain?
Uh-oh, Seth's having a moment. Kevin said she looked like she touched the inside of a power outlet. Just rude.
Seth.
Oh god, I thought she said Sid for a second. What? Wait, did we just get a Seth dream? I didn't know that there were ones for the other characters. What? Oh, wondrous beast, Anera, proud descendant of the white-winged clan. You alone were my irreplaceable companion. Would it anger you to hear me call us two of a kind? We are not, in fact, a perfect combination, you and I. Bound together by a single thread, that gossamer thread we know as loneliness. Anira, I owe my life to you. Not, of course, that you saved my life in the ordinary sense of the word. Mine is not a life that can be lost under any circumstances. It is an irrevocable burden. I will not die, I cannot die, and therefore my life was not for you to save. Oh, Anera, what you saved I now see was not my life, but my heart. Hey, that's so cool. Back then, long centuries ago, I was a pirate, the only woman pirate on the open seas, Seth Balmore. The name was known to all who plied the sea. Some spoke my name in fear and trembling, while others voiced it with deepest admiration. Some even call me the righteous buccaneer. Nor were they far wrong, I'd say. The pirate ships I commanded had rules that were clear and strict. We targeted only one kind of vessel, those opulent passenger ships the wealthy boarded for pleasure cruises. We would put a bit of scare into the passengers, of course, maybe rough them up a little, but killing was strictly forbidden. All we did was squeeze a few drops of treasure out of the purses of those who had more money than they knew what to do with. We traded our booty for cash with shadowy dealers, and the money we shared in the world's dens of poverty. I would cringe at being called the champion of justice, but we prided ourselves on being far more than villains. I became a pirate for one simple reason. I hated the law, and I hated even more those who flaunted the law for their own self-aggrandizement. In a word, I wanted a life of freedom. Whenever I stood at the prow of a pirate ship slicing its way through the waves, and I viewed the vast ocean stretched out beneath the clear blue sky, I felt enveloped in a joy of having taken limitless freedom in my own two hands. True, I need not traffic in the fear of death and aging known to all who count as human. And because I will neither age nor die, infinite time means for me infinite freedom. Not bad, wouldn't you say? I would spy the ship that would be our day's quarry. I was always the first aboard it, springing lightly onto their deck with a shout. I am Seth Balmore. Oh god, you clipped that. It was the booty, wasn't it? Wait, did I misread the line? We traded our booty for cash with shadowy dealers, and the money we traded our booty for... Why am I rocking so much, is the real question. I am Seth Balmore. Now be good and hand over your money and valuables. Then, taking the booty we had snatched, my men and I would raise a cry of victory and leap back into our ship. I was absolutely free. Nothing stood in my way. Eternal life overflowing with freedom. Not bad, wouldn't you say? Righteous Buccaneer? What kind of fancy pants nonsense is that? How about pirate, bitch? Of course, one always hears such jealous ravings in all walks of life, but especially so in the thuggish world of the pirates. Needless to say, I knew I had many enemies. Even a child would realize that being called a righteous buccaneer could only increase the number who hated me among such raping and pillaging bandits as pirates of the sea. But I didn't care about that. I could be stabbed with a knife or blasted with a cannon, and still I would not die. Immortal Seth, they called me, and it was literally true. Not just a figure of speech. I won't get in your way, I told the other pirates, but I won't let you get in mine either. I was afraid of nothing and no one. I lived the way I wanted to live, and wouldn't, or shouldn't have, let anyone interfere with me. I went wrong only once, but that was all it took. In a moment of carelessness, I let them capture me. Of course, that alone was nothing for me to be afraid of. As I keep mentioning, I can never age or die. It would have done them no good to try to kill me. And they knew it. The most they could do would be rough me up a little and threaten to make it worse for me the next time. They had to do something to show their men how tough they were. They couldn't just let me horn in on the pirate game and pretend it never happened. So I said, "Hurry up with the torture, will you? I haven't got all day." We were in a cave on a desert island. I was in handcuffs and leg irons and surrounded by half a dozen huge men, all well-known pirate captains. One of them was holding a long, thick chain. I get sick to my stomach just looking at your sweaty faces. Come on, hurry up and beat me with the chain. Or would you rather strangle me? Whichever you choose, hurry and get it over with. The men laughed out loud. "Hurry and get it over with," said the leader. "Too bad for you, Seth, but this punishment is not the kind that can be hurried. I'm just sorry we can't stay with you to the end." "Yeah," chimed another man. "Unlike a monster like you, we humans don't have all the time in the world." "Okay, men, let's make it fast. The way the lady wants." Licking his lips, the man with the chain approached me, and two others grabbed my arms from the sides. They were not going to use the chain as an instrument of torture, but to rob me of my liberty. They chained me to a gigantic boulder in the cave. They were laughing so hard they could hardly contain themselves. "Just what you need, eh, Seth? It's the end of the road for you. We can't shoot you, we can't stab you to death, so we'll just lock you up. We'll never come back to this island again. And even a half-baked pirate like you knows this place is not on any sea lanes. No fishing boats even. And right about now, your men will have gone off looking for you. Looking for the wrong island." Hey, Louie. We're currently reading one of these dark episodes, The Dreams of the Immortals. "We're the only ones who know we brought you here. Not even our crew know where we are. Nobody's coming to save you, that's for sure. You'll be in here forever. You can't move a muscle, and you can't even die. All by yourself for the rest of eternity." How are you today, Louie? No stream? With that, the men walked out of the cave, leaving me there with a single lantern. "Cowards!" I screamed. "Don't run off like that! Don't do this to me!" But the only response was the hollow echo of my own voice in the cave. Aw, you're sick today? Sorry to hear that. The lantern the men left behind was not meant as a kindness, but rather the opposite. It was a prop in their little drama. When it finally ran out of oil and went dark, it would impress on me the weight of eternal solitude. As long as the lamp kept going, I was filled with rage for the men, but when the oil was running low and the flame began to flicker, a deep anxiety assaulted me. Unable to move, I stared blankly at the flame. Eternity. This world has no such thing, or perhaps it should not have. Solitude. I was always alone, or more precisely, I always ended up alone. It was my destiny. I could be surrounded by companions whose feelings matched my own perfectly. I could share the deepest love with another, but in the end, I would always have to lose them. Do you know what it feels like to see countless others succumb to death, while you yourself are on the road of endless life? Kime does. Ah, but in your case, Anera, you do have some idea. As I watched, the lamp in the cave went out. The world of darkness spread out before me, and there I was, alone. No more would I taste the sorrow of parting, but neither would I be able to taste the joy of meeting, eternally, without end, alone. I did not try shouting. People shout and scream for one reason only, because they want someone to hear them, because they believe there is someone somewhere who will hear their cries. Hey, Latius. This game is super good, Louis. I actually can't believe how good it is. I did, however, shed tears, which is not to say I wept. There is no way that the immortal woman pirate Seth Balmore would ever break down and cry. A tiny tremor went through the darkness. That is all it was. And then I noticed, oh, tears are coming out of me. Really, that is all it was. The hours passed, or perhaps it was days. In the darkness, I lost track of the flow of time. We're reading our first Seth memory, Latius, and it's pretty bleak, as is to be expected. There was something else I lost track of. If all there was left for me to do was stay by myself, struggling against eternal solitude, incapable even of rotting away, then what was the purpose of my living in the world? Perhaps the men who trapped me here had been right, unable either to age or die. Perhaps I was some kind of monster. Then why was such a monster living in this world? What was I supposed to do here? I did not know the answer of that. I would never know the answer. To the end of my never-ending life, I felt frustration, sorrow, but above all, fear. Eternity was frightening to me. Solitude was frightening to me. I might have been trembling, or, without even the energy for that, I might have been utterly drained. Whatever it was I was feeling, that is when it happened. Anera. That is when you first appeared before me. A tiny burst of light softened the darkness. And from the light, almost before I could wonder what it was, there came a voice. Are you two trapped in the prison of solitude? Who is that? In the light, a flash of white wings. Then, with a sudden increase in size and brightness, the light seared my eyes. Accustomed to total darkness, my eyes could not stand the glare, and for an instant they could not see anything at all. Grimacing, I clamped my eyes shut before daring to open them little by little. Before me hovered a pure white, glowing beast. Its wings were breathtakingly beautiful. How beautiful you were, Anera. But yours was not a florid beauty. No, it was subtly different. Your beauty wore a cloak of loneliness. I am like you said. And when I cocked my head to look at you with puzzlement, you continued, I've been looking for someone like you for a very long time. You spoke slowly, majestically. Oh, immortal woman pirate, you and I share a single destiny. You knew who I was. Together, let us escape from this solitude and make our way together, you said, your eyes locked in mine. What is this thing? I don't understand. Is it an angel? Is it a griffin? Escape from this solitude. The words continued ringing in my ears, but I did not know who you were. I could not even be sure what you were, nor could I leap joyfully at the invitation of one I could not tell as friend or foe, Who are you, I asked. I am Anera of the White-Winged Clan. White-Winged Clan? I had heard the name before. The White-Winged Clan were said to be wondrous beasts that had become extinct in the distant past. I have heard that the White-Winged Clan died out long ago. I am the last of the bloodline, the only survivor. Indeed, as I said, the last. Which is why you speak of solitude. At that point, almost before I knew it, a weak, almost self-mocking smile crept over my face. I felt myself lowering my guard as I spoke to you. My chains, however, were digging even deeper into my flesh and shackling my heart as well. You used the phrase prison of solitude before. It's true. This is a prison. Being alone for eternity is a prison without bars. You nodded at these words of mine, Anera, in silence. But then you said I was in a prison too until just now. I'm sure it's true, to be the only living survivor. I have spent far too long a time alone. I know what you mean. In the legend, members of the White-Winged Clan are thought to live 1,000 years. But even if you were to live on for several centuries, as sole survivor, you could never meet a female member of the clan of the White Wing and hope to make children with her. The clan will never rise again. The sole survivor must live out the remainder of his days alone. In order to conquer this unbearable loneliness, you said, I would need someone to make her way with me. And then you looked hard at me and said, "O pirate woman, are you not of the same mind?" I nodded in agreement. But then I made a point of smiling and said as casually as I could, "In other words, you're lonely." Your beautiful face softened and you said with some embarrassment, "I wonder." According to the legend as I have heard it, the clan of the White Wing are proud and love their solitude. This only increased your embarrassment and you said solitude has its limits. That did it. I decided to trust you then and there. Well, if that's how you feel, you should come right out and say it. I want company. Company? Alright, a companion. A companion? Exactly, so it's decided. I'll team up with you. That ended all hesitation. Just as you saw in me one to make your way together with, I put my full trust in you. Let's go wild on the high seas, I cried. Isn't that what make our way together means? You mean that I should become a pirate? You don't like the idea? You paused for the space of one breath and chuckled softly. I've always wanted to give it a try. No sooner were the words out of your mouth than you leaped at me. With one bite, you cut through the thick chain that held me down. O wondrous beast Anera, proud descendant of the White-Winged Clan. This was how you and I first met. In the 900 years since then, we raged over the open sea more wildly than I ever had before. When I stood at the prow of our pirate ship in search of prey, you were always there with me. We became irreplaceable partners, friends, companions, family. End. So she has a weird, like, angel companion. I wonder what happened to him.
Seth?
Cook,
You're crying.
I remembered some things from a long time ago.
You mean when you were a pirate? And remembering made you cry?
I've always been a pirate. I was crying because of something that happened that I regret.
Cliffhanger! You want to see battles? Oh, they're coming. Oh, maybe not.
Kyle! Look! It's Kyle! Hey, everybody! Kyle's back! It's good to see you again, Kyle. But, you haven't changed a bit.
This game definitely has its long periods of story-driven parts. You'll see when we get there, though, Louis. The battling is very just like typical JRPG turn-based. That's why I like it. Ah, Kaim, nice to have you here. Things haven't changed a bit around here, don't you think? Hey, Kairos. Yeah, the battles are really sick. You know, I have some serious trouble believing that you actually lived here once before. The Black Cave was sealed off by a ghastly sorceress. She was shouting wildly the whole time. She must be a monster. Welcome, Kaim. That house on the cliffside of the Northern Cape where you and Sarah lived, it's still there, you know? Oh god, he's gonna have a memory when we get to the house. You can't get to Gotsa without traversing through the cave. But, with the things they are these days, sealing it off was the right thing to do. Yeah, I'm not sure why he keeps looking at certain stuff. Magic-powered locator. Using the magic-powered locator, you'll be able to look for treasures hidden all over the world. But to find treasures, you must obtain information on the whereabouts of those treasures. Once you get information on a treasure, it will appear on the treasure screen within the item menu. When you have your magic-powered locator and information, there will be a glowing point on the navigation map when you enter the area in which the treasure is hidden. The treasure is hidden at the glowing point. Search for it in the nearby area. You can increase the output of the magic-powered locator, enabling you to find a lot more treasure than with level 1 locator. Interesting. So I'm guessing it's at the top of that ladder then. So basically, it's like a fetch quest, side quests. Oh, is this not the highest place? Damn it, I want some treasure. I've been in my fair share of battles, but one day, just as I was swinging my sword at someone, I suddenly thought, man, I wish I could have been a baker. I have no idea how a thought like that came to me, but after that battle, I quit the army. I've made my living baking bread ever since. No! Okay, I guess we're doing another memory. Hey, Pika. We're about to have another probably pretty depressing story for you. Seriously, I feel like this game is like half visual novel. Not really half, more like a third. A hero was home from war. He had performed gallantly on the battlefield, advanced to the rank of general, and made a triumphant entry into the village of his birth. The villagers welcomed him with a festive celebration. The grown-ups were treated to drinks beginning in the afternoon, and the children received sweet confections. The cattle and sheep in the pastures that supported the village's livelihood, because they were excited by the unusual commotion or were welcoming the hero in their own way, sent especially shrill cries reverberating into the blue summer sky. General, you are the pride of our village. Obviously full of pride himself, the head of the village thrust out his chest as he delivered his congratulatory address in the welcoming ceremony. To think that the foremost hero in the army came from this tiny village is so incredibly exhilarating and gratifying. I am sure our ancestors are overjoyed as well. The throng crammed into the village square burst forth and with cheers and applause. According to the official figures released by the army the other day, General, you brought down at least 2,000 enemy soldiers with your own hand. A thunderous roar shook the square. Oh, I'm doing good today, Pika. We're going to be doing a short-ish stream, just because I do have work tonight, but I wanted to make sure we got some progress in this game today. Come to think of it, the population of this village is less than 1,000. This means, sir, that you managed to bury more than 2 of these villages worth on your own. How fortunate for us that you were not one of the enemy. If by any chance there had been a warrior of your caliber on their side, we'd all be resting in the hilltop graveyard by now. A few of the women frowned momentarily at this remark, but the men, full of liquor, responded with an explosive laugh. Sitting stage center, the general lightly stroked his dignified beard. No one present knew that this was his habit whenever he was perplexed. When he left his village to join the army, he was just an ordinary soldier, a long way from growing a beard. General, you are truly the savior of our army and indeed of our entire nation. I understand you will be leaving for another battle tomorrow, but we all hope that you will thoroughly enjoy yourself on this rare visit to your birthplace. The village chief ended his greetings and withdrew to the wings, whereupon the village's number 1 entertainer bounded onto the stage in the most comical way he could manage. Dear General, he cried, running over to where the great man was seated and going down on his knees. Oh, hear my plea. The general looked at him uncertainly. Is there any possibility that you would lend me the sword at your side, if only for a moment? Perplexed though he was by all this, the general, impelled by the audience's applause and cheers, handed the man his tasseled and jewel-encrusted sword. The man bowed deeply as the sword entered his outstretched hands, and again he cried, My gratitude knows no bounds. Pretending to stagger under the weight of the sword, he came to the front edge of the stage and held the weapon aloft. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I will reenact the event that raised our dear general's fame to the heights in a single bound, when he hacked 18 of the enemy into teeny tiny bits. I feel like this is not going to end well. The audience cheered wildly, and the man, with exaggerated movements and commentary, swung the sword in a great arc. The audience knew exactly what he was doing. The general had not only made a name for himself for his strategic prowess, but was also widely acclaimed as a warrior on the battlefield. He did not rely solely on his weapons, but in the end leveled his opponents with his sheer physical strength. This, too, was a matter of the utmost pride for the villagers. Here we go. 1 man down, 2 men down. Flip the sword back, 3 men down. 4th man slashed diagonally right through the shoulder. 5th man head goes flying. Oof. Then 3 at once, 6, 7, 8th man. What a bother. I'll just skewer you like this. The man thrust the sword through 3 imaginary opponents, and the crowd went wild. The general, too, broke into a smile and applauded. Then, when he was through clapping, though, he stroked his beard again. I'm sure you can understand how I felt at the time. Sitting up there on that stage, the old general says to Kime before taking a sip of water from his leather pouch. His magnificent beard is completely white. So distant are the past events he is recounting. Kime nods in silence, and the general continues, as if mulling over every word. The more you know about war, the more you feel that way. I'm sure the villagers meant well. They just wanted to pay homage to their hometown hero. No, of course. They weren't being the least bit malicious. My village has the nicest people in the world, which is exactly why I found the whole thing so painful. I couldn't stand it after a while. Hacking 18 men to bits. The deeds of a hero are related in numbers. Surely the man who playfully swung the general's sword on stage that day could never have imagined the ones who lost their lives on the battlefield, the agonized expressions on their faces, the curse in their eyes as they stared into nothingness. But that's alright too. People who live peaceful lives don't have to know about such things. That's what people like us are for, to keep their lives far away from the battlefields, don't you agree? Thanks to us and our killing of enemies, the people we're supposed to protect don't have to know anything about the bloodiness of war. Unless you believe that, what's the point of people killing each other? Kime says nothing in reply. Without either affirming or negating the old general's words, he stares vaguely at the general's troops. What'd you say your name is? Kime? I suppose you've killed more enemy soldiers than you can begin to count. There is no way I could count them all. I thought so. You have a flawless build. The kind that can only be tempered on the battlefield. Only a man who has survived one battle after another can carry himself the way you do with complete naturalness. How does a man like you find himself driving a horse cart over a mountain pass? Kime is ready to leave without answering if the old man asks him such a question. But the general inquires no further into Kime's background. Instead, there is a sense of relief in the smile he bestows on the sight of Kime resting his horses at the pass. I was 16 the first time I went into battle. After that, I just kept running from one fight to another until I made it all the way to general. At first, I remembered the faces of the men I crossed swords with and killed. Even if you don't try to remember them, they get carved into your memory. I had terrible nightmares, and try as I might, I could never seem to wash off the stench of blood that splashed on my face and hands. That was a hallucination, of course, but it got so bad once that I spent a whole night in a river trying to wash myself off. The general paused a moment to think about his story, and then went on. But after a while, you get used to it. You get used to fighting and killing over and over again. Your body and your mind and your heart. You just get used to it. That's how people are. So I stopped having nightmares. I killed all the enemy soldiers I could lay my hands on, and I forgot every one of their faces. It's the same for you now too, Kime, isn't it? Maybe so. It's like a curse. If you don't get used to it, your heart breaks. On the other hand, if you do get used to it, your heart probably ends up breaking someplace deeper down. The general casts a fond gaze toward his resting troops. Then, slowly shifting his gaze far down to the foot of the mountain, he says, "So that's what it was like for me back then, when I returned to my birthplace in triumph." For the final event in the welcoming ceremonies, several children mounted the stage. And now, in honor of our hero, the children will present to the general a floral wreath, more marvelous than the greatest medal there ever was. The audience went wild again. When the children put the wreath on his neck, the general favored them with a warm smile. The first honest smile from the heart that he had managed since climbing onto the stage. And finally, as a special treat for the general, who has been galloping from one battlefield to the next from his native place, the children's chosen representative will read his own original composition spelling out the joys of the peaceful life of the village. With a look of grim intensity, a small boy barely old enough to go to school unfolded his composition and, gripping it in two hands, began to read it aloud from it, straining to make himself heard. First, I'm going to write about one of the nicest things that happened to me. At my house, we have a pasture with lots of cows and sheep. One cow had a baby 2 days ago. I helped my daddy by stroking the cow's back with a handful of straw while she was having the baby. That makes the cow warm up, so it's easier for her to give birth. The baby was born just before the sun came up. It was a tiny baby, but it could already stand on its own legs. A baby, wow. I'm going to take care of this baby until it gets big. Dear little calf, hurry and grow up, okay? The general had tears in his eyes. Now I'm going to write about one of the saddest things that happened to me. That was when my grandma got sick and died. She was such a nice grandma. I know her sickness made her feel bad, but she was always smiling when I was around. She let me hold her hand when she died. I watched her face the whole time because I knew I wouldn't be able to see her anymore, and I wanted to remember her even after I grow up. She just kept smiling and smiling for me right to the very end. That's why she is always smiling when I think of her. Are you looking down on me from the sky, Grandma? I will never forget you as long as I live. Tears were streaming down the general's face. When the ceremony ended, the general left his village and headed for the town where army headquarters were located. There, he wrote a long letter to the king and gave his sword to his most trusted lieutenant. The general had decided to retire. This was a big surprise to me. This was a big surprise to me, as it was to anybody. But when I heard that little boy's essay, it occurred to me. What makes us really human is to celebrate each life that comes into the world and mourn each life that is lost. I didn't need medals anymore. I didn't need the honor of being allowed into the presence of His Majesty anymore. I wanted to be a real human being again. As a result, overnight, I went from being the village hero to being reviled as a traitor. The general turns to face Kaim and asks, "So, are you going to mock me as a coward who ran away from the battlefield, or blame me for being a deserter who betrayed his own patriotism?" Kaim turns a gentle smile to the old man. "Neither," he says. "As a soldier, you made the wrong decision, but as a human being, you made the right one." The general strokes his white beard and says, "My habit has changed too. Nowadays, I find myself stroking my beard when I'm embarrassed." The two men look at each other and smile. "Okay, back to work," says the general, standing with a grunt. He calls out to his troops, "All right, men, it's all downhill from here. Let's give it one last push and get back to the village before sunset." The troops under the general's command consist of 30 sheep, not one of whom is likely to take a person's life. "Tell me, Kaim, are you planning to go back into battle at some point?" "I don't really know," he replies. "I'm content with herding sheep now," the general says. "I don't have the least regret for the decision I made that day. It would make me happy to think that this could be the kind of lesson for you." With this parting remark, the general turns away from Kaim and begins walking. The sheep amble along after him in newly reformed ranks. Standing at attention, the general raises his right arm and waves his troops on. "Forward march!" The command he had once delivered to tens of thousands of men in the battlefield now echoes pleasantly among the mountains of his native village. End. will admit, reading 2 of those back-to-back is a lot of reading. Holy shit. I feel like they're all, like, really short books. This place was sooner than you thought? Well, there wasn't a whole lot to explore with our first adventure on the ship, Warpticon. I pretty much had to come straight here. So really this stream has just been, we had a Seth memory, a Kime memory, and then, like, talking to random NPCs. That's really all we've done. I don't know what to do with those things. Yeah, the Seth memory one was interesting. I didn't know that the other immortals were gonna have memories. I think that's pretty cool, though. It was just funny because right before we got the Seth memory, I said, like, aloud to the stream, like, we know nothing about Seth. Other than that she seems to know the Queen of Numara. You think this is Besaid? Alright, let's go see what Jansen was doing over here. Out of my way. It's an inn, Kime. Look, it's been a long voyage, and I'm sure you're tired, so why don't we call it a day here, okay? Alright, sounds good, Diamond Form. We'll be here. Sounds good. Lurk away, friends. Lurk away. Happy Thursday to everybody, by the way.
I'll go speak with the king. We've never met, but I've heard he's very wise. I'm confident that he has a ship that can get us past the hypercurrents.
Wow, that hit the spot. You know, I'm finally starting to feel at home. No.
Are you even listening to me?
There's a time and place for that stuff, and this is neither. Tell me, is it really true you can't drink?
Yes.
That is so sad. But you're a queen. I mean, don't you have wine or champagne at parties or banquets, hangings, any festive thing like that?
No.
Well, look it. Nobody knows this here. Come on, just give it a try. I guarantee you'll like it. Really.
Wait a minute. I was gonna say, didn't they talk about Kime always drinking, and he's an immortal, so why doesn't she?
won't kill you, I promise. In fact, I bet if you take a couple drinks, you might get your memory back. Yeah, it relaxes the mind and other things.
You think so?
Absolutely. Hey, look at me. You're talking to Jansen here. Bottoms up.
Bottoms up.
What? You don't like the cheap stuff?
No, it's just I've never tasted anything like it before.
You don't have to force yourself to drink it.
No, I want my memory back. If there's any chance this will help, I'll manage to drink it.
Oh, damn, girl.
Wow, that good. Are you, okay?
Ooh, I feel very lightheaded all of a sudden. It's affecting me like you said it would. Oh, your muscles
Yeah, well,
are so...
Hey, oh! Oh, no. You know, you're cute when you're asleep.
Jansen!
Ah! What? Oh!
What the hell do you think you're doing?
I was having a serious discussion about, you know, what's going to happen next. And planning.
Happen next?
Yeah. You know, she's going to talk to the king and get us a ship, because yours can't float with it. You know, after all, Goats has got the most advanced technology around. We figured we'd get a more seaworthy ship from him. So that, you know... What?
All right. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt this time. But don't try any funny business with Ming.
Yeah, well, I'm looking out for her too, you know. I mean, look how restful she looks right now.
Okay. Ooh, I'm excited to get second level magic. Right? Jansen keeps knocking her out. Why are you sleepy, Pika? Yeah, we got a slot seed. Probably we'll use it on Ming, to be honest. Even though she doesn't have enough abilities yet. Gotta make sure we talk to all the villagers just in case if one of them triggers a memory. What the hell did he even just do? Not that I want another memory right now. I don't think I could handle it with my voice.
Hey, Kime! I heard you were back.
So does he not remember being
This
here?
place takes me back.
Oh, he does.
And it looks like the years have been good to you.
Knock it off. I'm a bona fide old man now.
Well, if you don't mind my saying so, you've aged really well.
She knows him too?
Thanks, honey. Drink up. This is on the house.
Well, that is mighty nice. I don't mind if I do. Can I have that big, large mug over there?
I was only 7 when you saved the village, but I remember you as if it were yesterday. You were a hero to us kids back then.
Yeah? So, we're trying to get to Goatsa.
Ah, forget it. The only way is through the Black Cave.
I heard it'd been closed off by some old sorceress.
There's nothing to be afraid of. We'll just bust our way through.
It's not that simple. Neither muscle nor magic have had any effect. Although adventurers with plenty of both have tried. My guess is that only that old sorceress can bust through the blockage. She's got some serious magic energy. Yep, she sure does.
Why don't we wait until she goes to the bathroom? Then we can sneak by her.
Oh, it gets better. You know that place where you and Sarah lived? Well, that old sorceress has moved in.
My house?
What? Hey, you don't even have a lease agreement?
We kept the place up after you and Sarah went away, so it'd be ready if you ever came back. But I'm afraid she's made a mess of it.
Look who's
So
home.
look in the Fire Emblem Heroes channel because you might see that I got 35 stars even before.
You did?
Just kidding. I only got 1. But I'm okay with this. I was gonna stay away from my kids.
Oh, Luin.
So now I can +1 mine and get rid of his attack vein.
Oh my gosh. Oh, nice feedback, by the way, Solomon. I will totally add those to the doc. Tales of Symphonia. Really wasn't feeling Tales of Symphonia the first time I tried to play it. We'll see. Pika says hi.
Hi, my throat hurts.
Mine too, because I just read through 2 fucking full-length memories almost back to back.
Oh no.
You've been naughty.
I didn't think about that.
What?
My throat hurts.
Why?
Because Solomon and his nasty-headed self presumed that I've been naughty.
Yeah, I don't think it aged well, Kairos.
Don't trouble yourself. It saves us the hassle of having to look for her.
That's a good point.
Hello?
The only thing to do with squatters is run them out.
No, I can't. Are you guys doing something?
Well, I think you'll be okay. Just be careful, Con.
It got like re-released, and I sat through watching somebody play the first hour, and I was like, nope.
We're off to kick some old woman's butt. That doesn't sound right.
You're not gonna go off and leave Ming like this, are you?
We'll head out there tomorrow morning.
I'll text her and I'll ask her if she is or not. Okay, later. Bye.
Who dat?
Huh?
Who dat?
Annalie. She wanted to know if I was going to go over today for my dad's birthday.
Oh.
Yeah. My mom didn't tell me that they were doing anything today. She told me about for Lee's birthday / Easter, but I thought she was working today since it's Monday. Or not Monday, it's Thursday. She usually works on Thursdays.
Ah.
I guess not.
a storekeeper in here? What the hell? Ooh. Not worth. Oh, recovers from terror. Nice. I think that's like the first time we've gotten to a shop and actually had enough funds to buy everything I wanted. Oh, yeah, okay, so he's the inn guy. Got it. Alright, gonna make a call real quick, guys, so I'm gonna mute my mic. Alrighty, guys, thank you for waiting. A week later, and all my medical health problem that was happening is resolved. Great, great, great. Anyways, I think we're about to go out on a journey, right? That's the plan. Thank you, Warpticon. Thank you. Aha! Alright. Finally, we will go on towards an area where I think we're going to be doing some fighting. I'm very interested to see Kaim's old house. Maybe it will give us clues about where Sarah is, I'm not sure. So this is the home of the old sorceress. It gives me the creeps. It's so strange. I can feel an intense magic energy. It's covering the entire mansion. That means the old sorceress is here, right? In any case, we've got to find that woman. I'm scared. Don't be such a scaredy cat, Mac. What's so scary? This is the house where Mom used to live with Kaim and everyone. I know, but someone else is living here now. That's, well, yeah, but... Look. Let's just be careful, okay? We don't have any idea what we'll find inside. Whoa! Did you just see that? I think maybe this is where Jarek said he got blown up. Oh dear. Well, what the hell was that? Thus all that lives does flow, thus do they fade away.
What's that? They look like pieces of a bone.
The sorceress did this. She made a mess of everything. Let's get rid of her for good.
Hey, man. How's it going? Lost Odyssey is going well. We're just entering a house where apparently Kaim used to live. It went into the mirror. Warmth brings no solace. Can't read any more of this. It's all falling apart.
If it's a fight you want, you got it.
We have so many abilities and things to learn right now. Look at these enemies! Ah! These are sick, holy shit. Magic enemies. Nice.
Okay.
Whoa, that hurts. Waterfall cluster. Hey, Dreamy, how's it going? Here for some Lost Odyssey action? This game is so sick. Highly, highly recommend. Woo! Did you read that affiliates can customize their cheer badges? Wait, really? No, I did not know that. That's sick. Looks like magic doesn't hurt these things, which is kind of a problem. Oh man, I'm gonna have to do that.
Okay.
Thanks for the heads up, that's really awesome. Oh, so the dimensions are a little bit different than, emotes. What is that? Silence? Oh, because we didn't always have a 9-month sub badge. They must have added it if it's there. Wow. I'm behind on all my shit. Oh, this is not silence, this is blindness. Thomas or Zagai? Wow, 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 wow. This shade, how dare you? Alright, we are definitely equipping that anti-darkness thing.
Okay. Okay.
No! Oh, this is awful.
Okay.
What a waste of time.
Oh my god. Do you think I should do Suikoden characters for my cheer badges? We're gonna have to go buy some more eye drops. Yeah, I also really like Fire Emblem, so maybe that would be a good one.
Let your guard down, eh?
Uh-oh, the capture's looking a little messed up again. I wonder why that happens. There we go. Hey, Gigamet! Welcome back. Have you missed anything? We are currently exploring Kaim's old house, which apparently is now inhabited by an old sorceress.
Okay.
We need to meet the old sorceress so she can remove a barrier. We're trying to travel to a city called Gotsa. We don't know how old the old sorceress is, not yet. Damn, these guys are really annoying with their status effects. She left her unopened Lunchables? Well, would be a shame to let that go to waste. They made Brunchables?
Okay.
Really? I don't know how I feel about that. Sour Patch Kids cereal? That sounds disgusting. How are these things still alive? God damn. These status effects are so awful. Oh my god, it killed Ming? Holy shit. How do I undo fear? Brave fruit? We're gonna have to exit. We need to exit and go buy more remedies because we're getting bodied by status effects in here. Yeah, Sour Patch Kids sounds disgusting as a cereal. Why would you want your cereal to be sour? Oh my god. No! Yeah, this area has some challenging enemies for sure, Louis. I think we're gonna kill it though. Time to grind. For real. If you want sour cereal, just let your milk spoil. Gross. Alright, I need to get immunities, like, now. Alright, so he's learning that. Do we have an anti-fear? We don't. Anti-petrify would be nice. Oh wait, she's learning critical casting shit. Hey, story time. We just got freaking bodied. Like, we didn't die, but we were losing basically for an entire fight. Metalface warned us that this mansion was gonna be shit. So, okay, what did you miss? Well, first of all, we took the ship to Gotza, which is another one of the main, countries that's in the game. It's not Numara, and it's not, Ura. We got a memory revealed for Seth while we were on the ocean, because she used to be a pirate. So we had a whole memory sequence from Seth's perspective instead of Kaim. We landed at a village in Gotza, where Kaim apparently used to live. We got another memory with Kaim. Jansen got Ming drunk at a bar, and she passed out, because she never had alcohol before. I know. Oh, that was good, Kev. And then we are currently investigating this mansion where Kaim used to live with their daughter Liram and his wife Sarah, and now there's an old sorceress that lives here, and she's fucking shit up with her stupid...
They would have a mansion with privileged ass bitches.
Gigamat says, Kevin!
Hello!
Time for work. Hasta la pasta. See you later, Solomon.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Have fun.
Yeah, she lived for 1,000 years and never had alcohol. I guess she was kind of a prude because she was the queen. Anyway, we need to leave and come back because I don't have enough items to undo status effects. I need to go buy, like, probably 30 or 40 darkness cures and stone cures and fear cures. You get fucked up by status effects. But yeah, that was not a good first couple battles. At least it'll give us some good experience. Especially at first. Oh, we also got a magic item detector. Like, it's like a side quest item thing. Let me show you. Yeah, this. Treasure lies in the highest place. I thought I went to the highest place, but I didn't see any treasure there. There are some quests you can do in town. I think I spoke to all the NPCs. I got one of the quest items already, because it was under the waterfall. Kevin. Winner, winner, 2 chicken dinner. Oh, he's so cute. You're a good dog, Bull. Wind-powered ring? Are these better than the ones I currently have? Oh no. There was a third Lunchable? Jesus. Careful with those, Gigamat. Those are super high sodium. Pay your respects to the Kelolon statues spread through the Tosca village. Press A when standing in front of a Kelolon statue to pay your respect. In some areas, villagers may block your way to the statues, but they will eventually go away, opening up the way for you. Try to visit as many statues as you can before the time expires. The minigame ends after you have visited every Kelolon statue. Hey, what's up, Clay? Hell yeah, we're continuing the 1K follower hype. Ice cream taster? That sounds amazing. Go do it. Go do it and report back with all the flavors of ice cream that you've tasted. Oh shit. I missed the waterfall one. Oh, this bitch. I believe in you, Clay. I think you can do it. I do really want some ice cream. Is there a Kelolon in here? Yep. crap. So there's 2 more. I actually don't know where they are. Maybe inside that house? Oh my god, I can't get inside the house! Nah, I think I failed. Where the hell? So there's 2 that I didn't find. What ladder did he move from? At the tower in front of the town? I don't think I've seen that one. There's not even a Kelolon. Oh, there is. There's a Kelolon statue up there. Wow. Wait, what ladder are you talking about? Let's find it. Oh, shit. I didn't even notice this. Yep, of course there's a statue up here. We've got a dark crystal staff and a dark crystal ring. Oh no, I didn't even notice it. Severe wind damage. Yeah, I know where they are, so I could do it again. True. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick, though. Hold on, guys. What's up, Bull? What's up, my puppy? Okay. Let's do that again. Hey, Wayne. Have I cried yet? Nope. Although I got close to it during that scene with his daughter during yesterday's stream. That shit was deep. Now we're doing a mini game to get items. We're also at a pretty challenging dungeon, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, but hey, we should have a counter on stream that tells us how many times Bullseye has reset the power. Hey, you can always go back and watch the VOD, Wayne. Just in case you feel like you need to cry. Yeah, we're at 2 right now. Yeah, Bullseye's accuracy is pretty good. This bitch. Technically, he didn't turn the power off yesterday. He just opened the disc tray, which still exited the game. Damn it, move! Okay, the only one left is through this ladder. Are you kidding? What is he talking about? The ladder's broken. No, it is not. Yeah, we got up there fine last time. Oh my fucking god. Triggered. Maybe he only moves when the timer is below 1 minute. Get the fuck out of the way. You don't remember this at all? But the music... Alright, this is it. This is it. He has to be gone. I bet you he's gonna be gone. The timer's under a minute. Oh my god, this is so whack. Why? Okay. Wow. I think we're gonna get an item if I get all the Kelolons. We already got quite a few items for making it to 14. Oh yeah, what's up, Warpticon? Oh no. No, fuck that. What happened? The guy moves when there's 20 seconds left. Really? That's it? That's actually okay. I thought you were gonna say I'm like locked out of getting the item forever. And then I was just gonna go off. I mean, we were close. I suggested that it would happen in less than a minute. 20 seconds is cutting it closer than I would think, but... Oh my god, I saw them do that too, and now they're all back. Oh, what the fuck? So wait, do you have to get the one in that house immediately after getting the one on the tower? No. Okay. We're okay. I was about to lose it again. So now we're waiting a minute. No, we were waiting for the last one. Our first attempt, we got 14. Our second attempt, we got 15. And now there's this stupid attempt. Thank you for getting the fuck out of the way. Inflicts a random amount of damage on one enemy. Oh, cool. Hey, Evo. What's up? You never noticed the irony until now? Wait, the irony of what? Oh. That was hella intentional, I believe it. Alright, back into the terrible mansion. I think I want power hits. Am I still enjoying the game? Of course I'm still enjoying the game. This game is wildly, wildly good. Kevin, what are you saying in there? Of course.
Of course. Of course, of course, of course, of course.
Yeah, the encounters in here are not messing around, Evo. You'll see. You're shook that you still remember some bits of it? The enemies in here are pretty spooky.
Let's take him now.
Whoa! Fell from above! Wait, a week late, but now it shows up.
A week late, but
Well,
now it shows up roll.
Darn it, Twitch. Thank you for the sub. I guess it wasn't a new sub? Did you have the sub badge before this stream? Or did it just show up now as well? Okay. Well, that's weird. I don't know what to say to Twitch sometimes. How is it still alive? I see, so power hit did like 60 or 70 more damage. Nice. That's probably not gonna hurt. Yeah, 0. Chance it didn't get benched. Yeah, he didn't. Oh shit.
Okay.
That's fine.
Only the strong survive.
Sweet, level ups. New learned prayer and crisis concentration. The lore in that comment, Wayne. The lore. Okay, let's skill link her to Mac, I suppose? Give her prayer. Let's use a slot seed. Yeah, there we go. It would look... Yeah. You hate Jansen? Really? I appreciate him. But I like all the party members, so it's hard to say, like, who's the best and who's the worst.
Not too smart, eh?
Oof. Not a group of enemies I like to see. Her casting time is poop. Yeah, you like our back row casting line? Stone. So stone works kind of weird in this game. How come they get afflicted by it, but they're not totally petrified? Do you, like, have to, do you have to be targeted by stone multiple times in order for it to work? Ming is queen? Agree. Hard agree. Sun crystal. Cook is completely petrified. Oh shit, you're right. So it's like a countdown, maybe. Yeah, I had to ruin it all with that good.
That was close.
Jeez, Ming getting so much EXP from that. This feels like Suikoden levels of EXP. Scaling, anyways. My granddaughter turned to stone, but then we defeated all of the enemies and it was okay. large mirror jewel. Yeah, I didn't see a countdown either. It's an invisible countdown.
Let's take him now.
She didn't get any EXP since she was a rock. That sucks. Yeah, my friend Dreamy was telling me, Evo, apparently we can customize our bit badges, and there's a 9-month sub badge that I had no idea existed. So I've got some badges to make after this stream, maybe tonight. What's the lore behind the frog sub badge? It's Rachel's electric frog, George the 13th. From BlazBlue. Alright, Evo, we'll see you in a bit. I like to think that they're just the frogs that, like other frogs that she sent into battle and then they get one shot by freaking Ragna 5C. Look for an indicator next time somebody's stoned. Yeah, I guess 13 would be low, considering how quickly she goes through them. I know, Ming is amazing. What was I gonna do? Whoa! That's amazing. We want that. Significant damage on magical enemies. That's exactly what we want. Sure. Oh, I guess that's why the petrification missed Seth. Because she has an immune to petrify item on. Woo! Yay, Kek! I know it's an old sub, but that's weird. Both you and Fail both were able to show your sub messages today.
Looking forward to the lineup of games coming up.
Hell yeah, man. Just in case you guys didn't see, in the Discord I posted a link to a Google Doc that has all of our upcoming game possibilities in list form. And it's open-ended, so I'm going to be adding more to it. Yeah. My goal is to have every RPG that I'm interested in stored in a collection somewhere on my channel. That's the goal. Even games I've beaten before, I decided to add back to the list. Just to make the game, you know, to make the journey even longer. Alright, let's give Ming the, circlet. I'm so much more happy for RPGs than fighting games. Yeah, but me too, actually. Can you give me a rundown of what's happened that you missed? Mac did not die, Jesus. Mac isn't even being used, rip. Stop it. Let's see, Kak. What were we doing? We got a memory sequence from Seth, which was great because I didn't know that all the Immortals were going to have dream sequences. We decided to go to Gotza, so we landed in the village where Kaim apparently used to live with Sarah and Liram. We got a memory sequence from Kaim about an old hero. We learned that we have to go through a black cave where there's like some kind of magic barrier, so then we have to go see the sorceress who happens to live in Kaim's old house. Yeah, I think the overarching thing is we're looking for Sarah. And we're trying to meet with the King of Gotza so that Ming can get a more powerful ship from him. So I think that's a pretty good overview of what's happened so far. Oh my god. Y'all are mean to Jansen.
Let's take him down.
Look, we're gonna be using all the party members because this is me playing this. You guys know I like to grind all characters. Wait. Why are they taking 0? Are they considered backline this time? Oh shit. I didn't notice. Wait, no, he's front row, so why the hell can't I damage this thing? Is the dark crystal not effective against them? Although Seth also did 0 damage, so now I'm curious. No, they're not spirit, they're magic, I believe. Let's just try attacking again. We'll see what happens. Wait a minute. I know what's causing it. It's the wind damage aspect. They're immune to all elements, so the fact that the dark crystal has severe wind damage attached is no good. That's gotta be what happened. Because Seth also has an elemental ring. I didn't know where you'd find a character with spirit magic. What do you mean? Yeah, the DLC would have been nice. That's okay. I wonder if I can use force on these things. Let's see if this works. Actually, maybe next turn. Or we can just do it with her. Inflicts weak physical damage on one enemy. We'll see if that works. How do we check the RPG list? I put it in the feedback section in Discord, as well as the pinned post section. I should make a what's coming up list as well. Although you guys are free to suggest, I think we're gonna do Pokemon Stadium. Whoa! Force bodies those things. Oh, that's awesome. Time learned anti-blind, Seth learned anti-petrify. Sweet. Let's suit up with that. Oh, also we need to heal. Yeah, this is the mansion. Okay. So. Anti-paralysis is getting switched for anti-blind. Seth, anti-paralysis is getting switched for anti-petrify. This bitch still has nothing. Skill link is still happening. That's cool. Wait, why does the old sorceress live in a mansion with so many monsters? Because she's evil, duh. Am I hyped for FEH channel? Yes. I just hope that I get out of work early enough to be able to watch it. I don't think I'm gonna. I know. Actually, let me check my schedule. That will actually determine... This will determine if I think I'm gonna get out in time. If I'm closing tonight, then there's no way. No! Rip me. I'm closing. There's no way I'm gonna get out in time to see the FEH channel.
Don't think about it, though.
Think about what?
I see you looking at who else is not working to cover that shift.
There's no way I would look for
Get that out of
coverage.
your mind. Get
Hours.
That out of your mind. How dare you?
How dare you for accusing me of something so filthy? You're praying for demotions or changes to summoning rates? I doubt changes to summoning rates will
that's not
happen.
gonna happen.
But
Other games have it worse.
demotion could happen. So the channel is basically they just do like upcoming updates for the Fire Emblem mobile game. And it's like I think it's a 14-minute segment that we're getting this time, explaining some things that they're bringing to the game. Usually it's nothing overly exciting. Like they'll announce slight system changes. They'll announce buffs for some characters. They'll announce sometimes new characters. Yeah, usually a new game mode, which honestly most of the game modes suck. So I never hype myself up for that. Yeah, it's streamed from their YouTube channel. If you just like search FEH channel, it'll come up. Yeah, Nintendo Mobile is the official one, I think.
Oh yeah! Let's get it on!
Ah! I know your weakness now, unidentified life form. Oh, those are in the back row? Are you serious? Alright, whatever. Record keeper? What is that? Ow. You're an Epic 7 slave? Yeah, that's definitely my channel's fault. I've been playing with the idea of getting into Epic 7. the full team size 5? Yes. Also, what's up, Shien? Kill it! You're playing Blades, the new Elder Scroll game? How's the Queen character? Oh, you mean Ming? She's awesome. She is so awesome. I love her. Another caster, which is cool. Looks like that gem was part of this mirror. Let's try putting it back. Ah, up there, what's that light? This mirror looks kind of different from before somehow. You're right, I feel magic power beyond the mirror. It's as if there's another world inside it. The other side of the mirror. Hey, should we try going in? Sounds exciting. Yeah, I agree, Shien Joe. Well, this is nicer than I expected. It looks like the same room as before, but it almost seems like someone was living here until just a minute ago. It's as if the clock's been turned back for this room alone. I wonder if this is some kind of past world created within the mind of the sorceress. Which means that we stumbled into it when we went through the mirror. What's this? The mirror! The light from the mirror is gone. Gah! Are you serious? So that means we can't go back? Now what are we gonna do? Calm down, you guys, especially you, Jansen. The sorceress shows up at the village every once in a while, doesn't she? So there must be some way back to the regular world. Surely we can find it somewhere in this mansion.
Just calm down, okay?
What the hell? Soul armor. Ageless one, okay. Zero damage. Why did the book scream? Hey, Jordan. Yeah, that book has tier 2 magic. Kinda spooky. How are you today, Jordan?
That wasn't very fun.
Alright, so can't use magic, or I'm sorry, can't use physical attacks against the soul armors. Jansen learned level 4 black magic, Ming learned relax, Cook learned level 4 white magic. Which one is you? Definitely Ming. Or Cook, but probably Ming. Cook got it going on. Cook's a little girl, so I don't think so. I think you're Ming. Ming's the queen of Numara. She tried water for the first time. Another corridor, sheesh. Here's me getting all worked up over nothing. We've probably gone to the other side. The windows and doors are all on the opposite side from before. It's all been well maintained. The mansion couldn't be very old in this world. Really? Sarah has magic on par with Gongora? Sarah also might be supportive. I don't know. So maybe I need to get the jewel? You'll be Ming, you have to be old enough for water? Yeah. Good point. Whoa. Huh? Is this supposed to be a clock? It just has strange symbols all over it and no numbers at all. I think we can move the clock.
DLC, get it. Get it.
Oh my god, you're donating for the DLC? Well, thank you, Wayne. I actually don't know how to get it. Do I just go to the 360 store? Hold on, wait until we save. That way I can fish around in the menu. What do you want the hand to point to? Oh, it'll close out your game? Okay. the text-to-speech has done an amazing cover of the milkshake
If it's
before.
what you want, you got it.
Uh-oh. No magic, boys. I mean, no physical boys, wow. Oh, there's an ageless one. But it's in the back row, is that right? Yeah. Darn it. Oh! He got second level flare spell. Flare. Can we do a remix called Pang Shake where LPT dances? I don't think LPT is gonna dance. Oh. Yeah, we got, I think, Winda, too. Woo! Yeah, Shin Megami Tensei. The spells are called like Agi, Zio, Zan, Garu. Basically really arbitrary things that will confuse you. Oh yeah, she can do spirit magic too now. Yeah, Mudo and Hama. You get used to it, it's just kind of weird.
I am the greatest.
I need to equip the circlet back on him. Yeah, the music is pretty creepy. Okay, we're back to when the castle is not well kept. Nestled within the sadness.
If it's a fight you want, you got it.
Yeah, what was that screaming noise? I did not like it. Wait, it lived? No! Oh god, it must have like 3 HP. Upset. Yes, waste your buffs on those that are about to die. Yeah, 3 HP and 18 HP. Oh god. Do I know what I'm doing in the mansion yet? Not really. It's gonna have something to do with that clock that we saw, though. Ow. I don't think I've been to the back part of the mansion.
What a waste of time.
Alright, so she learned spirit magic. That's great. Heal up. Oh god, Jansen, your MP just got destroyed.
If it's a fight you want, you got it.
Nice. So Cook could have one-shotted that one. That's annoying. Yeah, you get some MP back, you too. She hasn't been going through hers somehow, so I guess we'll just keep going. They're all scared of Kime. Hey, wait, what? I think it's just like if you leave the stone effect for more than a couple turns, they turn to stone. Pretty sure that's what it is. Her eyes are red and puffy, yes. Kime learned anti-petrify, Seth learned anti-blind. Nice. Spirit magic level 2. I don't know if I want that. Oh, maybe I do. Dang, that defend for MP skill is like an MVP for sure. Alright guys, well unfortunately it's that time yet again where I need to end because I have to go to work. I guess we could get the DLC and then I could quit. Call in? No. It's okay, we'll be able to do a day stream tomorrow as well. Or maybe I'll just grab the DLC before tomorrow's stream. No, I gotta go to work. That would be super shitty of me to call out an hour before my shift, so. We'll send you guys somewhere since we're still super early. Trust me, I wish we could stick around and play. Oh, we've got some options today. I'll send you guys over to Gandalf because it looks like he's playing Breath of the Wild, which is awesome. We're gonna support him playing not Dead by Daylight. Yeah, I have to go to work, Evo. Maybe one day if we get partnered, then I won't have to go to work. Anyways, guys. We're gonna raid Gandalf. Stick around for the raid, guys. And I'll take a look at those sub badges and stuff that you guys were talking about. Sub badge and bit badges. So hopefully we'll have those live for next stream as well as the DLC for this game. Hell yeah. Alright, bye guys. Get your emotes ready for our raid, okay?